that's because of some of the thunderstorms developing, and so we do have that cloud cover, helping to cool things off a little bit if it felt a little warm for you. It's the first day of June, though, so meteorological summer is here. We topped out in the mid-80s today, and then we had high 90s in St. George, out in Price, low 80s, and Rock Springs hitting the 70s. But look at the current temperatures in southwest Wyoming right now, where we're seeing some thunderstorm activity in Evanston, only in the upper 50s there. We're still in the mid-80s along the Wasatch Front, and then still hanging on to that 97 in St. George. Satellite and radar showing the clouds developing, and then a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. Most of us not seeing that activity, but we do have some storms popping up, and we'll keep some of that around as we head through the evening hours. This is at 7 p.m., and you can see a lot of this is heading to the east. Wasatch back up into the Uintas could certainly see a little bit more activity. And then as we go into tomorrow morning, the cloud cover lingers, but we're off to a dry start. It'll be a pleasant day. Then we could see more mountain thunderstorms tomorrow. I think valleys will stay dry, but the mountain seeing storms, mainly the Wasatch Mountains heading east back towards the Uintas. So certainly some thunderstorm action there tomorrow afternoon. And then we get into tomorrow evening. It's dry. The clouds will be in and out. That'll keep us pretty warm at night, lows in the 60s. And then Monday, we have clouds in the morning, and then a weak cold front grazes us by Monday afternoon, and that's going to bring in showers and storms during the day, cooling us off for Tuesday, and then we're going to be getting ready for a big warm-up going into the middle and latter half of the week. So low pressure here. This is the next system that comes through on Monday to bring us that next chance for showers and storms, and then the forecast is going to be all about the heat. We are in June. Typically, we have at least around one 100-degree day. We have 9 days in the 90s, 11 days in the 80s, 6 days in the 70s, 2 days in the 60s, and typically 1 day in the 50s. We're going to be looking at some 90s going into next week. In fact, our first 90s of the year. Central Utah, low to mid 80s for you tomorrow. Southern Utah, mid 90s in St. George. Also in Moab, mid 80s for Cedar City and Beaver. And you can see the temperatures jumping up Wednesday through Friday, 104 to 105. And overnight lows in the 70s. So quite warm for St. George. Northern Utah near 80 in Logan. We're basically looking at the same as what we saw today. Partly cloudy, mid 80s tomorrow afternoon. And then for the Wasatch Front, temperatures stay in the low to mid 80s as we head through Monday. A little cooler Tuesday behind the front, 81. So it really looks pleasant over the next few days outside of dodging a few storms on Monday. And then you can see the numbers jumping. 89 Wednesday, and then we're in the low to mid 90s Thursday, Friday, maybe even more 90s going into next weekend. Again, we haven't had a 90-degree day yet this year. Our warmest day so far, 87. So this is going to feel white hot going into next week.
Yeah, we knew it would be here at some point.
Yeah, it always happens.
Okay, Kristen, thanks.
Well, as the weather